Hello and welcome back. Last time we put together the red build for circuits and it's a bit ugly but it is small. So what we're going to do today is tune this to make it hopefully less ugly and hopefully more compact. Right, our production at the moment is 149 every 5 seconds, 1.7k per minute. And in principle, we could be producing 1.7k of product, 1792. Okay, what I would like to do is just check these numbers. All right, this is dipping down slightly. Yeah, and we are consuming 3.4k of copper, 1.6 of iron, and I want to check these numbers. Right, so this says we should be consuming 3.8 of copper if everything was running at full speed. And we're actually using 3.5. That means we have, I think each smelter produces around 200, so we have at least one copper smelter in hand. Okay, and we may have an iron smelter in hand as well. Now, so this copper smelter down here doesn't seem to be doing much, nor is this one. That one is intermittently, that one is intermittently. Okay, so I think the first thing we could try is move a copper smelter to the middle and delete one from the end. So I'm going to pick up this and put it down there. There we go. Then I'm going to delete this and this. And then I'm going to do the same this side. I'm going to take my copper smelter, put it there. Then I'm going to remove this one and this one. Okay. And let's look at the 1 minute production, 1.7k of reds still. We have a slight fall down, that's probably buffers. Yeah, so I think we're okay. Right, and then what else have we got? So, I think we possibly have one extra iron smelter in the build. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 this side, and this one keeps going off. Then we have 1, 2, 3 this side. So I think we could probably lose one iron smelter. And then we kind of have to decide, do we want to make the build deeper or do we want to stick with this? So if you look, a lot of this bot traffic is along this front row. And there would be an argument to say let's make this 3 rows deep. And let's put more of the red circuit machines on the second row, because then the longest route from this machine, for example, at the moment this machine is servicing all the way to there and all the way to there, with the very occasional one going across, but you can see most of this is up and down. Right. So yeah. So what we could do is place the red circuit machines more around this. So basically we could take 6 of them, put them in the second row. Then we would rearrange the smelters to make this into a more square build. First of all, I'm going to take a blueprint of this, because this is the sort of change which mucks things up. Right, I'm taking a blueprint of the whole build. Great. So what we're going to do is try and rearrange this so that we keep 1 red circuit machine here, then we move 3 of these to behind here, 3 of these to behind here, and then yeah, that'll have to do. And then we will move all of the smelters out of the way and rearrange them. So if I grab this smelting row here, that's it, and I can put that smelting row back to here. Brilliant. Then I can, in effect, gut this row. Using a deletion. That would be much more sensible, wouldn't it? Okay. So then we could take a blueprint of these 3 and place them here and here. Okay, then we can remove 3 from here and here. Great. All right. So, I've turned the power off by accident. We'll get back to that. Okay, so then we have smelters, which we can rearrange. So I would like to put an iron smelter here. Great. Which means I can take an iron smelter out from here. Okay. Then I'm going to start auto trashing some stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can bring the width of this build in. And a good place for the copper would, I think I want to bring the copper down. So we have 1, 2, 2 and 2, so we can bring those 4 copper smelters down. Maybe I want to just bring down 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3 copper smelters. Is this still on the same ratio as before? Let's just count up the number of things here. Right, we have 10 smelters, 11 assemblers, 1 chemical plant. Here we have 10, 11, 1. So yeah, we haven't mucked it up. Right. So I can definitely bring this copper smelter over 1. There we are. And that can go. Right, so this can all go. There's quite a lot of stuff this side which can go. Okay, I'm going to put the power somewhere more reliable. There we are. Hopefully we still have the right number of everything. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to see if it will climb back up to 1.7. And this seems to be down at 1.6. Let's give it a few moments. And then we'll try and work out why. Sometimes there are just bounces around as things are settling out, but I would have hoped by now that this would make it up to 1.7. No, this is definitely 1.6. Okay, so what is wrong? Ah, this end one here is going red. Okay, this does not have enough electronic circuits. Okay. We have plenty of bots, so the issue is the circuits. The circuits are at a copper cable. That's running at full speed. That's running at full speed. Ah, out of copper. Okay. So perhaps we lost a copper machine somewhere. Or perhaps moving the copper away from the cables is a problem. Okay, we have a copper machine all the way out here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper smelters in this half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in this half. And I'm just looking at the smelters. they're getting the ore. That has plenty of plates. That has plenty of plates. Are we up to 1.7? No, we're not. Okay, so experiment has told us we were wrong. Making a squarer build didn't help. Now, do I still have... And I've deleted it because I'm an idiot. All right, let's pick up this. Okay, so we're going to try and put this back down. And see if we can recover our performance. Okay, we can get rid of this. And our production. Is back up to 1.7. So there you are. Making the build more square didn't improve the build, because it turns out it's the distance between the copper cable and the copper smelters which counts. Well, that's a rather bizarre and interesting thing to learn. So I'm calling this build done, barring the getting the trains in and out. Right, what I would like to do now is explore if we can do better with our oil. Okay. There we are. Okay, so I've moved the oil supply out. Now, let's go here. This is what I was missing last time. So where is our oil field? Okay. Oh, awesome. It does work. Okay, pick that up. Put it down there. Okay, we can shuffle this around as we need to. Let's get an oil pump. Okay, I need that down 1 square. If I put a pump here, okay. So I would like this to be there. Let's try that again. It's going to take a bit of trial and error, I think. Okay. So it seems like there are only certain places that pumps can be located. Not a problem. No. There we are. All right. So let's get that down. So I want this to be 1 square higher. So I'm not sure what grid pumps are on. It seems like whichever grid they're on, they're not on the right grid for me. Right, let's go get a second well. In fact, let's grab the whole of this and put it down here for spare parts. Great. All right. Ah, is that it? Yep. Okay, let's just put it in its own box. Great. Okay, so this one well is driving this whole thing. The well is backed up. Okay, and that's without mining productivity. So yep, so we can run this off a single oil well, and I'm not above cutting and pasting an oil well to make a megabase build work. In fact, I think that's a fairly fair trade, to be honest. So we're going to call this build done. Next time, I guess we can either splice this all together to give us a build for the whole of Tier 3 Science, or we could start on Tier 4. So either production or high tech. I think I'd like to move on to production and high tech because, yeah, because I've done enough of this one, and production and high tech are going to have new challenges. So I'm calling this. We have a build where we can run the whole of this off a single oil well. On a compact build, we've got our build for the engines, which I think could be marginally improved, but I can't be bothered. Then we have our build for the mining drills, feeding into potions, and then the other half of the mining drill build, which is a bit of a monster. So when this thing is all put together, I suppose this will get located down here, this will get located here, and there'll be some trickery with train tracks to make the whole thing fit together, but that's a job for another day. I'm calling this as completed. We're going to save and move on to the next build. Well, thanks very much for watching. If you're enjoying this, then please like, subscribe and tell your friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.